Hello, hello, and welcome to Magzie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are back here on Unstable Modpack. I'm doing 2 episodes today because I wanted to show you guys a few little things that I wanted to show you in Neotech. Now we're gonna go in here. Don't do that. Sorry, guys. I am doing screen capture. That's why you're seeing that. So this is the Neotech mod. This is everything has to do with Neotech mod. And I want a trash bag. I want to see what that does. So I'm going to turn on the item cheating. This is how you do it. Just click done there. And I'm going to summon one of those in. Hopefully this doesn't crash my game. Cross your fingers. And that. Why can't you get rid of these things? I don't understand. So if I put this in here, that's weird. Let's try something else. Like if I put one of these in here. I don't know how this works. I just wanted to play around with it. Maybe shift. I don't know. I have to look that one up. Anyway. It just holds one thing in it? No, I'll do the research on it. I promise. Anyway, guys, maybe it's like hold on. Let me not off my walls. Let me grab you. Okay. Maybe it's like the nil block. So if I put this in here, like that. I need to make an empty hand here. Still shows up in there. Okay, that's what I wanted. And let's get rid of these. I turned it off. Hold on. Let me get rid of these picks real quick. I know there's probably a better way of doing this. Alright, so we can teleport ourselves downstairs. I have a strip mine down there. Ooh, lag. It'll be okay. Come on. There we go. So now we dude. So if I open this, so that's what it does, guys. It's a trash bag. You put the item in there that you don't want, and then make sure none of the item is actually in your inventory. And when you mine or pick up items, it'll automatically delete those before they go in your inventory. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So now you guys know. Anyway, it's called Neotech mod. And the reason I wanted to show you this, guys, because the Jabba is not in the actual mod. And so the first thing you need to do to get into this mod for ore doubling, and it's the first thing you need to do, period, because it'll help you double your ores, is make this thing here. And it's called a grinder. And I am going to go ahead and turn off this before I accidentally spawn in stuff. So this is the recipe for it. It's any kind of alternate stone, not cobble. Okay? So the polished, regular, of all the different kinds, and you got regular smooth stone, and then a stick in the middle. And that gives you this grinder. And then you place that down. You place any pressure plate on top. There is a pressure plate for Neotech, but any pressure plate will work, even a wooden one. And the recipe for the player sensitive pressure plate is just 2 coppers. And it says pressure sensitive pressure plate is like any other pressure plate, except it will only activate when a player entity is on the plate. So kind of like the obsidian plate from 1.7.10. It's kind of like that. So it might be useful to use these. Otherwise, you can have some other things come on and everything. You could use like an item dropper type thing that drops it on the plate, and then like something to pick it up off of there, like timed. Let's still clock back things to do that for you. But it does work like that. And as far as I can tell, you actually have to hear the click in order for it to work. So I don't have anything in here, but let's go grab a piece of an ore. Let it work. Hopefully let it work. I know 10 works, but I think I did all my 10 up. So that goes in there, and then you jump on it. And if you hit the corner right here, you'll see you have to actually jump. Here, I'll show you. So this will actually do progress. See, it's 46%. If I walk off of it and then walk back on it, 46%. See, so I can do that a bunch of times. %. And if I do that, see, 53%. So you actually do have to jump on it. Alright? And once you jump on it enough, 93. There we go. There you go. See? Lead dust. Okay. But there's further stuff in this mod. I'm not going to do a whole mod spotlight on this, guys. There's a couple things I just wanted to show you. The first thing you probably want to do is get a furnace going. And what I did is the old IC2 thing. I put a furnace right here. Then I got my electric furnace and put it on the right. And my electric crusher, put it on the left. You could do the hopper thing with this. I don't think you have to have it upgraded in order to use a hopper on it. So you could put, like, you can make 2 of the furnace generators. Put one up top here, one on the bottom here, feeding into those 2, and then do the hopper thing. Well, not down here, but the furnace generator, the crusher. Actually, you'd want this here, so the hopper would be here. So the crusher would be here, and then you'd feed into it. Probably you can do on the back, one of the back sides, whatever, and then the other furnace generator here. Anyway, I'm babbling on. The recipe for the furnace generator is iron, 2 furnaces, a chest, and 2 redstone. This is awful cheap, so this recipe is probably going to get changed in most of the mod packs. But for the test version here, they just want to see if the mod runs right and is stable. So that's the one. You get that stuff. The electric crusher is a piston, 2 redstone, 2 flint, and 4 tin. So that's for the crusher, right? Crusher. And that's this one. And as you can see, they hold 10,000. I think it's RF. Is it RF? Yeah, RF per tick. Yeah. Okay. These generators by default do 20. I've got this one upgraded, and I wanted to show you guys how to do that because they don't really show you guys how to do that on any of the videos that I've seen. So I wanted to show you how to do the upgrades. Anyway, the electric furnace is copper on all 4 sides, 2 furnaces, a block of redstone, and then 2 redstone on the side. That gives you the electric furnace, and you put that on here. Now these are great, and they work pretty regular. The furnace cooks up about as slow as a regular furnace, as much as I can tell. And look at that. You also have 2 buttons here. One tells you all the upgrades you do. And you press the arrow keys to go down. It tells you what that upgrade does for this machine. So there's not different upgrades for different machines. There's one upgrade. There's a bunch of different upgrades for the mod, and you use that in the machines, and it does a different thing for each machine. So in here, the processor each processor removes 24 ticks, a little over a second from the cooking time. All right, and then if we go over to the crusher, a processor in here does the same thing. But if we look at the generator, a processor in here, each processor adds 10 to the amount produced per tick. So, and you put that in here. Now, how do you do that? You first need a motherboard. All right, and this is an empty motherboard. And the recipe for the empty motherboard is 1 iron surrounded by redstone, and that gives you an empty motherboard. And then you have your different items that you put in your motherboard. So you have a hard drive, you have a control upgrade, you have a processor upgrade, and you have an expansion upgrade. And you can't just put those in there. First thing you need to upgrade these is you need a thermal binder. The thermal binder here is 4 gold, 2 furnaces, redstone block, and 2 slimes. So you'll probably want to go find you a supply of slime somewhere first. And you make one of these and you put it down. Now, I do suggest you use 4 furnaces on all sides of this, or you can link it up with pipes from the mod here and feed into it that way. There are also storage devices here. There's a basic, advanced. There's a basic. Then the advanced uses the basic along with that. The Elite RF, the one before that, and then there's a creative one which doesn't have a recipe. They do require the redstone comparators, and that requires nether quartz, which means you're going to have to go to the nether before you get into the whole storage of power, unless you go through another mod. Okay, but you are going to need a vast amount of storage for this, because this thing only holds 10,000 RF, and it uses about, it'll go through this and almost all the filled up storages of all 3 of these. So I would say about 50 to 60,000 RF, a little bit more than that, to do this process. Okay, let me show you how this works. Let me turn on the item cheat real quick, and we'll get a motherboard, and I'll do 2 processors and 2 hard drives. Oh, this give me 8. It don't matter. So once you get these set up and running, I need some coal for this. Hold on. There we go. Now some of these upgraded, like this one has 60, and then I did this one for maximum capacity, just for this thing here. So this one particular can hold a million, and it has 4 hard drives in it. But the one I want to make for the rest of my machines is this one right here. So you put the empty motherboard here. Now I will show you how to make the rest of these. So if we press R here, if a diamond and surrounded by redstone is the processor unit. The hard drive is 4 iron, 1 gold, and then a redstone. And let me go back to the Neotech and turn the item cheat off for now. Okay, so the control is redstone and a stick. And then the expansion upgrade is iron, redstone, and a piece of paper. So you want to come in here, you put your empty motherboard casing right here. Okay, and then your upgrades that you want to go in here, you can have up to 4 as far as I know. I don't know if you can put more than 4 in there, but there's only 4 slots for these. You put them in here, however many you want, and then you hit the start button. Alright, and this will massively start draining this whole thing. Now, for your thermal binder, I think this will still run while I'm doing this. It tells you exactly what it does here. Oh, it tells you, hold on, empty motherboard on the left and slot in any combination of the following in the middle slot. Processors up to 8, hard drives up to 8. I guess you can. Control upgrade. So you can have up to 8 of each thing. Cool. I'll let you guys read that. The processor for this one removes ticks, scale down. Okay, so that might be good to put on here. Each hard drive upgrade, maximum energy stored. Yeah, I like that. And then each control gives access to redstone. I don't really need redstone controls. Expansion allows you to configure automatically input and output. Okay, so I don't really need those. These two are good for us. So we can try this. So if we do this, will it let me do this again? I'm just curious, guys. No, it won't. So just wondering. Take those out of there. There might be a way. I'm gonna put this one in here for now. There we go. As you can see now, this one holds 200,000 RF. So, and that immediately filled up from here. So that's cool. That's how you start out with that. This thing has another feature though. Two little features. One is this thing right here. It's called a dual crafter. The dual crafter is made with 2 crafting tables and a chest. It's really easy to make at the start, and I would put one right above your crafting station. So if you need anything for this, you can just come up here and craft anything you need for that, and then you can transfer it back down to here where you do your main crafting anyway. And just to show you guys, items do stay in there. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, we'll use this to do this, is if you make a chest here. Okay, you put that chest. No, you need 2 chests. Hold on. Let me get some more wood. 2 chests. Put those on either side. Put a piece of wood in the middle, and then do wooden planks on the top and the bottom. That will give you a dimensional crate. Now, this is the same as Jabba Barrel. I don't know if upgrades work on this. I don't think there's any way for you to click it, but you place it down and you put items in it. So, like, I want a place for my dirt now because I got more than 1 stack of it. I put right click in there, and then you can shift right click on it to put them in there, left click to take individuals out, and then you can shift click to take stacks out. You can also shift right click and it'll lock it, I'm assuming. You take them all out. As you can see, it still shows dirt in there. So basically Jabba barrels. I didn't know if you guys knew about this, so I'm showing you guys. For if you guys play this, make sure you make some of these dimensional crates. They're really cheap. This is a really cheap starter setup, and I haven't seen too many people use in their little let's plays of doing the unstable pack. So oh, and these fluid tanks here are super cheap. Make sure you use these, and make sure you upgrade them all the way up to diamond. They're super cheap. It's just glass, a bucket, and iron for the starter one, and that's at 8,000. The gold one here is 16,000. You just put the iron one in here, and then you put the same recipe only with gold. And then for the diamond one, it has 64 millibuckets, and it's the same recipe only with the gold one in the middle and diamonds on the outside. Really super useful. I don't know. See, I put one thing in here, and I wanted to test this on camera if this works. So I got one bucket of lava in here, and if I break this and I put it back down, as you can see, it still has the lava in it. And when you take it up and you look at it in your inventory, see how it has a little bar on it? So you can actually see a visual representation in your bar as a durability bar that shows you how full it is. So that is super cool. There also, this one thing here, I haven't used this yet, but it's a chunk loader. 8 gold blocks, 8 iron blocks, a block of redstone, Watch this. Oh! Oh, the internet started. Hold on, let me stop this internet from coming up. Close. There we go. So, I'm hoping this doesn't crash. I just want one. No, I just have to do it that way. So, if I place it down, don't crash. Okay, same kind of chunk thing as before, and it's super cheap. All these are super cheap to make, guys. Electric pump here. Oh shoot, I did that. I did that. Electric pump. I'm guessing you have to hook this up to pump and put it over liquids. I haven't played with too much of this. I just want to show you those main ideas. Actually, I'm gonna keep this out because I want to chunk load this area anyway. I'll probably bury it underneath here, and I want to chunk load 2 or 3 chunks out here because my kids are gonna be playing on here with me. I got it. My son is going to be ungrounded soon, so I had to make another room over here. And I'll show you guys what I did to their area. I'll put inside here a regular furnace and then a full setup of tinker stuff for them to start out with. And I made a I made a double chest here, and then one of the dimensional barrels in each one of the rooms. So I thought that was pretty cool of me. Plus, they can use this to make any kind of metal tools they want to make to start out with. And I got this little starting grinder set up here if they want to. They can always come in here and use my thing in here. This is just, I just set this up this way to get this thermal thing here. I'm probably going to upgrade these with this upgrade here. I definitely want to make the same one I made before with the 2 processors and the 2 hard drives each for these 2. That'll make it a little bit faster on the processing. I don't know if that uses more energy, guys. You have to look that up. I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out. And you can come and check them out, see if you like them. If you do like this video and you want to share it with your friends, tell them that you liked it. There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media. In case you guys were wondering, it is on peaceful because I was setting everything up. I haven't turned mobs on yet. Once the kids get on here and start playing, then I'll turn it on normal so that they can play. Plus, I like having peaceful on, so I don't have to worry about mobs when I'm doing my little videos for you guys. Anyway, that's about it. When I see something else cool about this unstable mod, I'll just do a quick video on it. I won't be doing a video today of Horizons because I wanted to do these 2 videos for you guys and put them out there for you guys to see some new content from the 1.8 mods. Excuse me, gotta get another drink. Getting itchy in the throat. Excuse me. And tomorrow I will be starting my mage thing. I've already got a few levels in my mage, but I'm thinking about just going off from where I'm currently at and just exploring and finding a good starting point to start a mage little area, because where I'm at is not a good area for the mage. And I don't know. We'll see about that. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys on the next episode.